Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are back in Enthusia with our beautiful bright yellow Honda S3000. We gotta get this up to level 10. Maybe see if we can't do a couple of RS class races as well. Got a lot of really good choices. I'm gonna start off a little bit more difficult. I say difficult, it's still only 3.1 in terms of the odds. But a little bit difficult with the Autumn Hill race, with the Japanese car limited race. A whole bunch of other Japanese sports compact cars like the Lancer Evo, Skyline R33 GTR, the 350Z, another Evo as well. Lots of Evos. So many Evos. Gonna be a lot of fun. Let's do it. Right from the get-go. A beautiful little Honda S3000 2-liter inline 4-cylinder F-Series engine, the F20C to be more specific. Very fast car. Has a horsepower to liter of about 125 horsepower per liter. So it makes just under 250 horsepower. And it is a very quick, very agile vehicle. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised this vehicle never got the Type R treatment, because this was during a time period where it was created during a time period where every Honda vehicle had a Type R variant, it seemed. You know, the Accord was even getting a Type R variant, but they never made a Type R S2000. And it's also one of the few sports cars made by Honda that that didn't have a factory motorsports effort. Like, it was still used somewhat frequently in motorsports, but it was by like independent tuners or like, you know, companies like Spoon Sports, which while they focus on Hondas, they were not, you know, directly subsidized by Honda. Whereas, you know, their NSX, they directly, you know, turn that into like a JGTC racer. I'm genuinely surprised they didn't also use the Honda and turn that, you know, at least work directly with Spoon or some other company and making like a GT300 class JGTC car out of it. That would have been super cool. It's, you know, it's very lightweight, very maneuverable. Would have been a cool car to do that with. But no, in terms of grassroots motorsports or motorsports where other tuning companies got a hold of it, it did quite well. I think it was used by Spoon Sports in the Super Taikyu or N1 GP, depending on how you remember it as, for that sort of touring car endurance series, where the vehicles are very, you know, much closer to their standard road-going counterparts. They don't really have a whole lot of big aero or big power, so it's more so based off of, you know, roughly like how well they perform, kind of close to being stock, similar in terms of performance to their stock counterparts. Now, there's at least a much closer relation compared to, let's say, you know, JGTC or something like that was happening in Japan at the time. But yeah, we're going very fast. This is good warm-up race for us right now. A nice, very beautiful, very agile S2000, very quick. Let's get it nice and turned in. And I love this track as well. Very smooth, very momentum focused. You really kind of get into a rhythm. Yeah, what this game lacks in terms of quantity of tracks, the quality of the tracks in this game is very high, and it's very nice. Oh dear. A little bit of a mistake there, a little tippy tap of the wall. Alright, we're halfway through this race, and we're about halfway towards lapping some of the slower competition. We're definitely keeping good pace. I want to see if we can't lap a decent amount of the opponents. So we're a little bit over half a lap ahead of last place, and we're a little bit over halfway through the race as well. Oh, that's way too fast to that corner. Alright, you're being a little bit too aggressive, Isaac. Just watch yourself. You wanna be able to really kind of upgrade this car, get it nice and fast before you can really kind of do a bunch of RS class events. And the more you tap the wall, the more you tap the opponents, the more you go off course, the more difficult that becomes. So you should really need to be careful there, Isaac. Alright, yeah, we're definitely catching up to last place. That Toyota Celica, I think that is. I'd imagine that would be. That's one of the slower vehicles in the race. The 50Z is doing really well on this track. It definitely kind of punches just a little bit over its weight class. 8, 9. Nice. Decent lap there. Now we got 2 laps left. We're definitely well about a corner behind being able to lap last place. We're getting really close. But with these quick laps, if you can kind of build up an advantage and everything, it definitely compounds. Nice and smooth through here. Use the car's momentum to your advantage. You know, the Honda F-Series engines, those technically, I mean, there's 2 big distinctions. There's the F20C and then there's F22C. And the F22C was only released for the American market. And it has the same peak horsepower as the F20C, but it has a little bit more torque, but a slightly lower redline. So that, you know, the power comes in a lot earlier, which kind of helps vehicles get, you know, with more launch from the stop. Oh, that's the Evo 3. Oh, wow. Okay. Goodbye. I'm genuinely shocked that it was the Evo 3 that was in last place. I was expecting the Celica to be last place. Oh, dang, that Celica punched well above its weight class. Oh my word. That is really good. They did a really good job there, that Celica. Very nice. All right, let's see what we have here. What are we gonna get? We got the Celica. Very nice, very nice. The SS2. Definitely a very kind of overlooked Celica generation. A lot of people kind of focus on the four-wheel drive Celica, like the ST205 and the GT4s and all that stuff, or the older Celicas where there was the Celica Supras. But I kind of like the SS2 generation Celicas as well. They're very nice. I always thought they were really cool growing up as a kid, even if they were a bit lower powered, just because of just how you know they had the hood scoop and everything. Alright. Let's see what we have available to us. Not a whole lot of really challenging events. Let's do the Tsukuba Circuit Challenge. Should definitely put... ooh, that's going to be a little bit tricky. Let's do it. It's going to be fun. With that M3 GTO with the V8 engine. The car that was basically an homologation special design to sort of cheat around the rules for the GT class of American Le Mans and Le Mans Series racing. Those cars are always really cool to like look back at historically, even if they were very much kind of against the spirit of the rules and stuff, and probably weren't all that fun for the competitors to race against. It is still really cool to kind of look back at them historically and see how they kind of edged around and found loopholes in the various rules and everything, and got it working. Oh, we're following the BMW very deep into the corner. Kind of cut off that Mark V Golf GTI to the inside. And a little bit of collision there. Oh man, but that's got such good acceleration. Yeah, the M3 GTR is one of the faster vehicles in the road for the road cars. Very, very fast. Slowly get back on the throttle. Don't want to spin the wheels too much. Want to try to minimize our wheel spin, keep everything nice and smooth. Oh man, we can gain up a little bit of time through the corners, but it's got so much more acceleration than us on the straights. It's gonna make it difficult. It's gonna be very, very difficult to pass it. We can get a better run out of this corner though, because he took a defensive line through there. So we may be able... it's going to be close though. It's going to be very, very difficult if we can even attempt to get past that M3. Alright, nice and smooth on the brakes. Get it around the corner. It's pulling away still. Oh, alright. Easy there. A little bit wide, trying to take just a little bit too much speed through these corners. That is one of the downsides of this game, is if you're up against like a much stronger opponent, it kind of does subtly encourage you to overdrive the car just a bit, especially if your opponent is just you're way outclassed. Definitely causes a little bit of issues there. And I think it's always tricky because, especially like with a B-class vehicle, there isn't a whole lot that you can really do that to really kind of challenge it, except because a lot of the A-class vehicles are like in, high performance or like supercar territory. They're like leagues above B-class vehicles, especially a lot of like the upper A-class vehicles, like the M3 GTR there. So you're kind of in a little bit of no man's land because you're racing against other B-class vehicles. It's only going to be around like three or so for the odds, which doesn't get you a whole lot of points, even if you win. Well, if you lock up the brakes there, that's bad. Whereas if you're in like a slower vehicle, like an E and a D class, there's not a whole lot of difference between them in terms of pace, at least in terms of percentage-wise. The gap is probably about equal between an A and a B and a D and an E. But even then, it's a lot easier to sort of punch above the weight class in an E-class car than it is to punch above the weight class in a B-class car. Yeah, that Beamer is long gone. Very, very fast. Very beautiful car. Very, very few were ever like created and sold to the public, and they are worth a lot of money today. The M3 GTR road-going cars. Especially with all the nostalgia surrounding a certain 2005 racing game that featured a blue and silver racing version of one of those vehicles. Yeah, we're kind of in no man's land right now. But I mean, second place is still good enough to get us a decent amount of points, get us a little bit more experience with the car, allow us to kind of level up more, get it to have a bit more grip, a little bit more power, make it a little bit lighter. Ooh, nice and easy around here. I got 2 laps to go. Oh, easy, very easy. Very gentle. Good evening. Good evening, Sprockets. Hope you're doing well today. Not sure where the weather is where you are, but right now up here it is genuinely freezing. It's like right around. We got a lot of freezing rain right now, so it's very slippery outside. The schools up here have been closed for tomorrow, so my work kind of sent out a notification saying if you can stay off the roads tomorrow, work from home and all that stuff. So it's going to be a very kind of warm, kind of bundled up day inside. We're getting freezing rain here too. Oh gosh, yeah, it's winter is very fun. I don't get me wrong, I love winter, but definitely driving during the winter is very tricky. Yeah, no, it started out as rain, like early this morning, like heavy rain. And as the day came on, like it got colder and colder, so it started kind of freezing on the ground and everything. We salted a whole bunch out front, to kind of prevent the sidewalks and everything from icing up. But even then, it's past a certain temperature, it doesn't really affect it all that much. Because the salt basically just lowers the freezing point of the water and of the ice. And around 4 degrees later. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's gonna be around like 10-ish degrees here. Still, oh my word, that is dreadful. It's one thing if it gets cold first and then it does the snow, because then it's usually easier to get rid of for the most part. Like snow is easier to get rid of than ice. And then you also have to shovel. No, when I was up in college, I was up in like really like northern mountainous Pennsylvania and stuff. And we would get a lot of snow there. And it was okay up in the mountains and everything. When the snow was kind of more like your Charlie Brown snow, where it's you're very kind of fluffy, kind of powdery snow and everything. Not necessarily like ice like it is in more southern states. Oh, it is genuinely gorgeous. And I remember, because with it being college and everything, you do also have foreign exchange students and everything. Which is super cool because, they get kind of exposed to all the different cultures and all the different people. And some of them are like really cool. I think 2 of them actually still are living in the States now and are kind of in the process of sort of immigrating back to the States, which is cool. But I remember one of the guys, he was from Malaysia, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was like Malaysia. And he had never seen snow before. Like, he had seen pictures of snow, but because he lived entirely in the southeast Pacific, very warm areas. He never actually saw or experienced snow, and so he came over, and he was in college and everything, and it's. When you're starting out in college and everything, and it's in August in the summer, everyone's wearing shorts, flip-flops or sandals or regular t-shoes, tennis shoes, t-shirts, that stuff, and you don't really notice anything different between all the different people and everything. But when it gets to kind of later fall, and you see someone that's still kind of wearing jeans and still like a t-shirt and like sandals and stuff, he kind of raises a little bit of an eyebrow. So one day, a couple of the people on the floor of the different dorms were kind of like, "Hey, buddy, do you have winter clothes? It's getting kind of cold, and it's going to get really cold here in a couple months or so." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I've got jeans, and I have some long sleeve shirts." No. You have like a jacket, snowshoe, like boots. I have a raincoat. No. Like, do you have like a snow jacket? Wait, you need a jacket for snow? Yes, very much so. And so we all kind of did a big trip to Walmart and got him like a decent amount of like actual winter clothes and stuff. But it was, oh, that was we very very close to a disaster. Because I can't imagine being, you know, with like the cold snaps that kind of happen like late October and stuff that happen up there. I definitely can't imagine, you know, walking around with you just a long sleeve shirt and like jeans and stuff. We got them like warm clothes and everything. We got during that year we got like, you know, a whole bunch of snow as well. So he got his fair share of it. And I remember the first time. It was like a Saturday. Well, maybe it was like a Friday or a Saturday. It wasn't a whole lot of classes, regardless. And it started snowing, and you hear, "Oh my gosh, it's snowing! Wow!" And he runs outside and everything, and he's, you know, absolutely awestruck by something that, like, you know, we kind of take for granted. Which is super cool. Cause, you know, where we were from, it was just, you know, the only precipitation was rain and occasional hail, but that's like, you know, super rare. So seeing actual like snow and everything and seeing it like accumulating on the ground was like a super cool experience, which is, you know, really awesome. Whereas, you know, like some of the rest of us were like, oh gosh, it's snowing again. But the joy was definitely very kind of infectious as well. I think a bunch of people kind of started, you know, kind of playing in the snow and all that stuff. Had a snowball fight, which was a lot of fun. And we were like, you know, really getting into it, you know, like, you know, hiding behind trees, you know, all the fun stuff, you know, taking cover, absolutely pelting each other with snowballs. And it was so much fun. Alright, let's see if we can't pass the Bugatti here. Oh, not quite. We're getting closer each lap. It's a little bit faster than us on the main straights. Oh, but we are very quick around the corners. There we go. Can I maneuver you? Yeah, that door. Well, so when Bugatti went under during the late 90s, early 2000s, DAU, it was a German company that was also responsible for reproducing the Porsche 962 road car? 96 something. Basically the road car version of, like, additional road car variations of the one Le Mans car. They took over production for a little while using extra Bugatti EB110 parts. And so they kind of became sort of the license holder and were sort of authorized to sell those vehicles and everything when Bugatti went under during the early 2000s, or late 90s, early 2000s, before before Volkswagen, VW bought them up, which is really cool. And the EB110 is definitely a very overlooked Bugatti. Everyone I think of Bugatti, you know, especially more modern Bugattis, they think of, you know, the Veyron, the Chiron, all that stuff. But the EB110 is actually one of my favorite Bugattis, just because of, well, one, it's, you know, 90s supercar, and two, it was one of the fastest cars in a straight line when it was created, and was also a Bugatti that was half decent at cornering. Veyron, Chiron. You know, it was actually somewhat reasonably lightweight. I mean, considering the massive engine that was in it, you know, it was actually semi-maneuverable and was, you know, quicker around the lap as well. Veyron. Yeah, that 4 GT is very quick, and that is very fast car with the supercharged V8 engine. Absolutely gorgeous. Is the 05 4 GT supercharged? I thought it was. I'll have to double check. Could have sworn it was. That Ford GT is absolutely pulling away. We're pulling away from the Bugatti. We're kind of going to be in a little bit of a no man's land. But that GT is just so quick on the straights and is still pretty quick through the corners as well. It's got over double our horsepower. You know, we don't really have a whole lot of we don't really have a whole big chance of beating it. Oh, took a little bit too much curb on the inside there. That was very close. Trying to avoid collisions with the wall. Trying to make sure I keep the race nice and clean. Keep our car nice and clean as well. Nice and easy. Lose a little bit of trail braking through this corner, through the cobblestone corner. Not as much grip, but it is banked, so you can kind of take it a little bit faster than you normally would. Alright. Gotta get the trajectory just right. Ooh, the chicane. That's not right. That's I'm trying to take a little bit too much curb there on the inside. That's a it's a deceptively difficult chicane there. Because you gotta get the trajectory just right to really be able to kind of, you know, fling your car through there as fast as possible. And that's kind of how you make up a lot of time on opponents that are much, much quicker than you. At least on the Marco Strada circuit. Because otherwise, the rest of the track is a lot of very continuous, very long corners, which does benefit vehicles with good handling more so than vehicles with outright power. But that Ford GT kind of has a little bit of both. Very, very fast, very lightweight. Very, very quick. It's not pulling away nearly as fast as it could be, though, which is good. Which is actually very, very good. Oh, easy. Easy, easy. And it looks like we're gonna be lapping some of the opponents now as well. I mean, we have a very solid second place finish. This is gonna really give us a lot of points to kind of improve our ranking. And this is sort of one of the main ways of getting like the really, really high performance supercars, like the Ford GT, like the Bugatti EB110, the SLR McLaren. Very, very nice selection of cars. There we go. The Evos seem to be kind of or at least the AI seems to be kind of underperforming the Evos. It's the second time in a row. Not quite in a row. This is the second time this stream that we have lapped an Evo. Which is very, very strange. They're usually very, very quick, very nimble cars. A decent second place finish though, very, very nice. On the Road Regatta Championship. Now let's see what we're able to get. Okay, we didn't get anything. That's annoying. That's very annoying. There we go. Our vehicle is very, very lightweight now. Very nice. We got a lot of points. We got a lot of points. Very good. All right, let's see what the next RS race is. Hopefully it's a good one. Ooh, the Meister Trunk Cup. This will be an interesting one. Oh, we're gonna be up against that Caterham. That Caterham is going to be very tricky to beat. It's basically an incredibly lightweight, very modernized Lotus chassis that's been fully upgraded with carbon composites and all that stuff, and then it's got a lightweight inline 4-cylinder, usually from like a motorcycle put in there, like the Honda, like 1 liter Honda inline 4 engine, or something very lightweight, very nimble vehicle, very fast. It is truly terrifying to drive in the game there, just because it makes so much power for being such a lightweight vehicle. So it just burns the wheels if you're ever too aggressive on the throttle. And it is just a little bit squirrely around the corners as well, because it doesn't have a whole lot of downforce. And because it is so lightweight, it's kind of a point and shoot type of vehicle, point and shoot driving style. Alright, we need to get past the Evo 3, past the Mustang. Oh, this is tricky. Very tricky. Alright, we got a GD chassis Subaru Impreza on the outside. Alright, there's the Caterham right on the inside. Very fast car. Alright, let's try to gain some places back. I know we can beat that Mustang, especially through the higher speed corners. So we do have decent grip. Our car is set up for a sort of higher speed maneuverability. Get in the draft of the Mustang. Ooh, easy. Pass on the outside. Onto the brakes. Gently. Alright, good. We're up into the lead now. Wasn't the prettiest pass, but we managed to make it stick. Alright, let's try. We can try to take that battle to the Caterham. I can only imagine just how fast one of those Caterhams would be, because they do make some that are powered by like the Ford like EcoBoost inline 4-cylinder engine. That's sort of like the main engine they use nowadays, before they kind of switch after they switch from like using motorcycle engines. But I'd love to see a Caterham that was powered by like the Honda F20 F22 engines, with those also being very lightweight. But also, I mean, reasonably lightweight, but high horsepower per liter engines. Granted, a lot of them nowadays are all turbocharged and very fast. Yeah, no, the Caterhams, those are very fine cars. Ooh, easy. I got the car all crossed up on the braking there. That's gonna cost me some positions. Let's try to make that back. Let's try to make that those positions back. Right, up into 4th. That's a points playing position at least. But let's try to make the move on the Mustang around the tight twisty bits. If we can keep our car under us. Honda's not the little Honda S2000 is not quite liking the very tight, very technical sections. It's doing half decently around the higher speed corners, but it is definitely causing some issues around those very sharp first gear hairpin corners. I may have to take them in 2nd gear just to minimize wheel spin. We'll try to modulate the throttle a bit better. Alright, easy. Nice and easy onto the brakes. Alright, through the undulating right-hander. It does have bad camber, so we gotta watch ourselves for understeer. Same with this very kind of tight hairpin here. The road is kind of sloped towards the outside of the track. Almost like the opposite of a NASCAR oval. So that definitely can cause some handling issues with your vehicle. As you can see there, part of it's just bad driving on my part. Alright, yeah, we're definitely doing very bad now. Let's get these places back. Past the S14 Sylvia. Back into the village section. Alright, we need to really kind of focus, buckle down, get these at least 2 more positions back. I figured third place position will be decent. The car itself really wants to kind of oversteer under braking just a little bit too much. I may need to adjust that just a tad. Like if possible, maybe shift brake bias just a little bit towards the front after this race. It definitely doesn't like the hard braking going into some of these turns from the high speed straights. I'm also kind of designed it towards sort of more momentum focused tracks like Autumn Hill and Autumn Mountain. So this is definitely a little bit out of its comfort zone. But I definitely see 4th place and a little bit of 3rd place just up ahead. And 2nd place isn't too much further ahead either. If we can keep the car clean through these corners, keep ourselves smooth, prevent any more mistakes, we can at least get a good third place finish, if not even a 2nd place finish. We just really need to kind of focus. So right now we're definitely letting our machine down. Across the bridge, getting ready to go back into the village section. Alright, there's that Evo 3. We can definitely outmaneuver that if we can keep our vehicle nice and steady through here. And I see that Mustang just up ahead as well. Got a decent shot. We got 2 more laps to really kind of make up some ground. If we can avoid getting crossed up under braking, that'd be great. That's the big thing right now is I definitely set the car a little bit too much towards oversteer, especially under braking, which when you're trying to trail brake more, isn't too bad, but under hard braking, it's definitely an issue. And I definitely want at least a points paying position out of this race. Really want to kind of get up past that Evo and keep the position as well. The tunnel. Nice and easy, nice and easy. The car itself just really likes getting crossed up right around a couple of these high-speed, braking from high-speed corners. Definitely causing more issues than it should. Come on, we got 1 more lap. Let's try to at least get 4th. Salvage something out of this dreadful race. Because we're doing very poorly. Yeah, we're even further behind the Evo this time because we got crossed up under the hard braking zone. And we got 1 more lap to try to make a decent position stick. Nice and easy through here. Try to carry more speed through that corner. We're getting closer. Not quite within striking position, but we're getting there. Alright, nice and easy. Around the corner. No mistakes. Getting closer. We're getting really closer. Oh, we're running out of room though. We're running out of road. Into the village for the last time. Nope, couldn't make it stick. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that was truly dreadful. I am sorry about that. There's a lot of mistakes on my part. I need to do some adjustments to the settings. Yeah, that was a poor race. Let's forget about that. Use the Men in Black sort of, you know, mind flashy thingy. Oh. Yeah, that was dreadful. Let's do some adjustments. I had a lot of issues on some of those higher speed corners. So let's get that all nice and set up. Adjust this way. Maybe just a little bit more rear negative camber. Dial back the differential. There we go. It's a little bit better now. Just a little bit. Alright. Redemption time. Real sports car race. What are we up against? Bugatti, Roof Turbo R, Ford GT. But it is a fairly momentum-focused track. We might be able to do well here. Let's start it. Let's try it. It's a track that kind of all flows together. A lot of corners, one right after the other. Downside is all of these cars are very, very quick in a straight line. Alright, that Roof Turbo R has gained a considerable lead right from the start. I'll have to try to kind of outmaneuver it through the twistier sections. A bit of off-course excursion there, that's fine. Let's try to keep this race mostly clean though. We need to recover some of our hit points. We only recover a certain amount after each race. So we definitely want to kind of minimize our losses there. Plus also we want to be able to upgrade our car even further. Get the really grippy tires on it as the next upgrade, so that'll definitely help a little bit with the vehicle handling as well. Right now though, we're doing really well. We're up in the second, despite racing against things like the Bugatti, Ford GT, all that stuff. You saw that Roof Turbo R, that's very, very quick, got a really good acceleration out right from the get-go. But if we can kind of keep our momentum up through these corners, no mistakes, we can kind of at least pull a really, really solid second place finish when the odds are kind of stacked against us, which is really, really good. Would definitely give us a little bit of redemption, a little bit more points. Probably help the rankings just a little bit. As long as you stay above rank 50, we're good. Because then we can still enter the RS races and unlock race cars and all that fun stuff. But once you lose access to the RS races, it is a little bit more difficult to kind of get access to them again. So you got to be kind of a little bit careful. Yeah, we're right kind of in no man's land again. Up in the second. That roof is long gone, but third place is nowhere to be seen either. The game's gonna make me eat my words, of course, because I'm sure by the final lap we're gonna have a very aggressive, very powerful 4 GT right on our rear, trying to get past us. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. Let's try to extend our lead as fast as possible. Extend our second place lead over third place as fast as we possibly can. Nice and easy through here. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Keep the momentum up through the chicane. Very good. Didn't quite use all the road as I could have there. Probably go just a little bit quicker. Take just a little bit more speed through that corner. If I can get the weight transferred still to the front tires, I might have a decent shot at doing that. Ooh, nice and easy. Alright, we've got 2 to go. 2 more laps to go. Very fast laps. Less than a minute and a half through these, through all of these turns. And that roof is brutally quick, though. Very fast through this track. It's basically a heavily tuned, heavily modified Porsche 911 turbo. But because of certain German licensing laws and everything, because most of the body panels and most of the engine itself, pretty much most of the components have been sort of re-engineered, redesigned by Roof, and only the chassis itself is a Porsche chassis. Technically, it is classified as a Roof and licensed under the Roof brand, which was a really cool way to kind of get around. So during the early 2000s, the late 90s, EA had exclusivity to the Porsche license, or near exclusivity to the Porsche license. There are a few other games that also use Porsches, but they were very few, very far in between. And so a lot of game developers, they used Roof as sort of the getting around loopholes and everything. And that kind of turned, at least in a lot of early 2000s racing game players, Roof kind of became sort of a much more common name than beforehand. It was sort of semi-obscure, and it happened to a somewhat lesser extent with Gambala, because Gambala also was sort of a German luxury car tuner that did a whole bunch of high-performance variations of other already high-performance vehicles, but they also kind of focused more on sort of accessories and luxury amenities and all that stuff. So you know, they did like a Gambala F355, or the Gambala, a lot of Gambala Porsches. And there was even granted there was only one ever created. There was a Gambala Ferrari Enzo that was all heavily modified. That one didn't sell well. The only one of them was ever created, and it was kind of sort of created as like a shop car, a show car, to get other people to, you know, deliver their Ferrari Enzos and have them upgrade and modify it. And of course, with a vehicle as rare and as valuable as the Ferrari Enzo, people really didn't want to do that. some more not calling a Porsche mundane, but more mundane, somewhat more accessible supercars. Yeah, people would upgrade and all that stuff. But the Enzo, with it being a very, very exclusive vehicle, Ferrari's halo car at the time, it definitely was a vehicle not a lot of people wanted to modify. Now let's see what vehicle we get here. A whole bunch of different options, all great. Ooh, all right, we got the Honda NSX Type R. Very nice. This is the NA2 chassis, which is a lot similar to the NA1, but the big difference is the front headlights. It has fixed front headlights as opposed to pop-up headlights due to a lot of international traffic safety laws banning pop-up headlights in the early 2000s. So a lot of vehicles kind of switched to sort of fixed headlights. Some did it more elegantly than others. But yeah, the NA2 chassis, I'm not the biggest fan of for the NSX. I prefer the NA1 chassis with the pop-up headlights. Granted, the NA2 chassis is also still a very gorgeous car. It's just the NA1 is much more so gorgeous. Alright, the Pacific Challenge. There we go. We can do decently here. A city street circuit set in San Francisco, or fictional San Francisco anyway. Very, very nice. Kind of a lot of very sharp 90-degree corners. A lot of elevation change as well that kind of rewards much more powerful vehicles. We should still be able to do decently enough if we can keep momentum going through that corner. Three wide right from the start. Let's try to really get up into the lead. There we go. Very, very nice. Let's keep the lead. Let's not look back. We need a decent win. Alright, on the uphill section now. Oh boy, come on. Keep it way up in the high revs. This engine itself isn't all that torquey, but because it revs up to nearly a little bit over 9,000 RPM, it's able to make a whole bunch of power that way. Because horsepower is basically torque times current RPM divided by, I think, 5280, because that's when horsepower and torque are always equal to each other on like if you look at the horsepower versus torque graph, you always see, you know, before that range, you know, torque is higher, and then after that range, horsepower is higher, and it's basically horsepower is a function of torque times engine speed, and that's why on the dyno sheets and everything, you'll see they always equal each other at that specific RPM, which is really cool. Yeah, we're up well into the lead now. Very, very nice. Easy. Alright, we gotta get the car turned around. That corner with the sharp decline there, very, very tricky, especially if you're not completely have some issues. Alright, through the bus stop chicane, nice and easy, onto the brakes. Nice little flick of the car, get it turned in, get it all set up for these higher speed sweepers. Across the line, not the best first lap, but we can take it. Alright, nice and easy through here, a little bit of curb. A little bit wide there, that's okay. Use a little bit of the runoff. Alright, full throttle, up the hill. Catching a little bit of air each and every time. Want to make sure we keep the car nice and straight. Alright, now downhill. So we're going to pick up a lot of speed going to this sweeper left-hander here. A little tap of the brakes. Kind of a little bit of throttle, keep the car nice and stable. And now we're kind of getting into more sweeper corners as we're getting into sort of the suburbs, the wealthier suburbs. A lot of McMansions, lot of McMansions, a lot of McDonald's. Alright, easy. Into the very, very tight, very technical hairpin. Early apex there. Alright. Getting close to finishing up our second lap. Onto the final lap. We definitely have a very, very solid lead. That Nissan GTR... Man, that corner is still tripping me up. That Nissan GTR is not challenging us as much as it should be. With its, you know, much higher horsepower and a four-wheel drive grip. It should be right up with us, if not in front of us. But it seems to be having some issues. Alright, on to the final lap now. Here we go. Very nice. Right up against the wall. That's a tricky part about street circuits. If you run wide, there's usually no runoff. There's usually no you know, dirt or curbing or anything like that. They kind of, okay, yeah, you ran wide, but that's okay. It's usually, if you run wide, there's a wall, and that's what always makes street circuits very, very, very tricky, very difficult. Also very fun to watch drivers drive around and everything. Because it is, you know, you're racing inches away from a barrier. If you make even the slightest mistake, you know, it's race over in real life. So that's why I always really like kind of watching a lot of like the street races, you know, like street circuit races, I should say. Especially open-wheeled cars, because there's such a level of precision involved with that. That's why I know there are some drivers that really don't like, and some fans as well, that don't really like all the street circuits on the Formula One calendar. But with the kind of the aesthetic of, you know, a very, very lightweight, high performance open wheeled car, and racing through, you know, a bunch of closed off city streets with, you know, gorgeous backdrop and everything. Not only does it look cool, but it's just cool in general. And some street circuits make for really, really good racing. See also the Baku City Street Circuit is really, really good for racing, especially with a really long front straight. Maybe this is the American in me who was very, very used to, during the 90s, all of the kart races in all the different cities across America and everything. That kind of the open-wheeled vehicles racing on a street circuit is kind of sort of the norm as opposed to the exception. Because you got to think, you know, they you know, for the American kart races, and even when they re-merged back into IndyCar, you know, they did so many street circuits. You know, jeez, no car there. Like, you know, they did Long Beach. They did the streets of Toronto. They did Belle Isle. They did regular Detroit. They did Phoenix. They did Dallas. They did St. Petersburg, Florida. You know, all of these street circuits. They're doing Nashville now as well, which, granted, is very, very, very bumpy. But you know, I think next year it would be kind of a decent kind of test, an actual test of how well the drivers can handle it. That they're kind of sorting out some of the issues. This will be a decent challenge. It's probably the final race with our little S2000 before we switch into a racing vehicle. Three, two, one, let's roll. Oh man, that EB110, the Bugatti EB110, just up in front. Very, very good acceleration due to its four-wheel drive and high performance engine. Same with that Lancia Delta Integrale. The little boxy, gorgeous little boxy car. Kind of love the aesthetic of like the 80s and 90s cars, the more kind of slightly boxier aesthetic. Especially with the high performance ones with the kind of extended wheel archers and everything. Really, really cool. All right, we're right up on EB110. Not that maneuverable around the Tsukuba circuit, so we can probably outmaneuver it with our very, very lightweight S2000. Nice and easy. Let's make sure we get a good launch out of the corner because it is going to have a lot of acceleration. It's got double our horsepower, four-wheel drive, very, very fast on the straights. All right, let's trail brake a little bit through the very kind of wide sweeper corner. Try to maybe make a passer on the outside. It's going to be tough to make it stick, especially going to onto the front straight. It's going to get a little bit more acceleration. All right, dive down the inside. Nice and easy. Oh, we're rubbing against a very, very high dollar supercar there. Oh boy. Got a little bit cross up on the braking, but we're fine now. Alright, good. Let's pull ahead now while we can, and just hope we can get enough of a gap going before the straight, so we can hold on to a defensive line. Because then if we can do that, we will have a decent advantage in the race. But if we can't pull ahead enough, it's going to be a tight battle going into that sweeper right-hander. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Alright, good. We have a decent lead. Slight trail brake into the sweeper. Be very, very patient with the throttle. Slowly get back onto it. There we go. Decent around that corner. I love the quick laps at Tsukuba. Very, very nice circuit. A lot of kind of very tight, very technical corners as well. It really kind of tests your driving ability. But because it's also a very, very quick lap as well, it's one where you don't have to focus more as much on, memorizing the course, and you can kind of more so learn, really polish your driving technique, which is really, really nice. I love tracks like that. The lap time is a little bit quicker, but you're able to do a lot more laps in a race as well, because then it's also good for the fans too, because they see you go past a lot more frequently as well. And the track rubber is in quicker because there's less to rubber in. A lot of really good features of a much shorter track. Downside is speeds are going to be much, much lower, because you're going to be trying to fit more corners into a tighter area. That means the racing kind of gets a little bit closer as well. Yeah, we definitely have a decent lead now. We're pulling away from the Bugatti. We're beating a Bugatti and a little Honda. Power of VTEC. Very, very nice. We're still pulling away. We've got 2 more laps to go after this corner. Nice and easy through here. Alright, good. Fastest lap so far. Let's try to go just a little bit faster as well. Little bit of slip angle through the corner, not too much sliding. You don't have too much angle when you're sliding. Just a little bit, just a slight drift around the tighter corners. But if you're leaving massive clouds of smoke, that's not the fastest way to go around the track. If your tires are absolutely begging for mercy, you're definitely overdriving the car then. Slowly get back onto the throttle. There we go. Very nice, very nice. One thing I also really love about the Tsukuba circuit, it's more present when you're wearing headphones when playing the game. which you can do with, with emulator and stuff, is when you come out of that final, the very, really tight hairpin before the back straight, if there's another car going into that hairpin, you can hear them, and you can hear their engine as well, and with the Doppler effect. It's really, really cool. And you can kind of get if you know your vehicles in the game, and you kind of have a rough idea of how they sound and everything, you can get a good idea of what vehicles are where as they're going into the corner, and how fast they're going and everything, which is really, really cool. And it's even more cool with when you're wearing headphones. I hear it, all the time, kind of right in my right ear. Which is really nice. Just kind of tickles my eardrum just a little bit. To the big high displacement engine of that beautiful Bugatti. Definitely wish more racing games would use that one. That one definitely seems to be a little bit forgotten. There we go. Very, very nice. Very good drive. Very, very clean. Keeping it off of the grass. Whole lot of cars to choose from as well, which is very, very nice. Kind of want to get that Delta Integrale. Alright, we got the Alpha GT. That's not bad either. Nice sports coupe. Very, very nice. Decent high-powered front-wheel drive vehicle. Very nice. Alright, we leveled up as well. Let's get all of these points. There we go. Yeah, rankings decreased just a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, now let's switch vehicles. Let's change car. We're gonna be doing a racing vehicle now. In the competition class. And we got 2 vehicles. Alright. Oh. Control off my desk. As I was about to kind of pull up an RNG generator. Alright, so hang on a second. Okay. So, if it's heads, we're gonna do the Nissan pickup rally car. If it's tails, we're gonna do the Mercedes-Benz CLK DTM car. So we're gonna flip it. Heads. Okay. So the Nissan pickup rally car. There we go. Always like to kind of leave things up to random chance. Only one color for it, unfortunately. But that's okay. So I'm going to be entering a whole bunch of rally races with this thing. Really kind of getting to use this vehicle. Very, very nice rally raid vehicle. And we'll be up against other rally raid vehicles as well. Let's do a little bit of settings. Get some things adjusted just a little bit. Get a little bit more towards oversteer here. A little bit more acceleration. And definitely dial back the differentials quite a bit. That's gonna cause a lot of understeer if we didn't do that. All right, there we go. Let's join a race now. There's gonna be not a whole lot of races available to us. There's a Mirage Crossing and a Mystic Cabeway race. Let's do the Mirage Crossing where we're up against the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. And it's basically gonna be a whole bunch of sort of rally duels between ourselves and another sort of rally raid vehicle. Unfortunately, in this game, there's only 2. There's kind of a the number of vehicles we're kind of going to be up against is fairly limited, but we're going to be doing a whole bunch of off-road racing now. We're going to really be able to see just how fast we can go. Now the Mitsubishi Pajero Evo Rally Raid is a little bit faster than us, so we really gotta be careful. really kind of push ourselves to the limit. Really kind of push our vehicle as fast as we can go. Take the corners as tight as we can take them. Be as fast as we can go through the desert. Absolutely ripping through it. Nice and easy through here. Keep the car. Try to carry as much speed as possible because the Evo, the Pajero Evo rally car has quite a bit of power, quite a bit more power than us. We're a little bit lighter, but they are much more powerful than us. So in a higher speed circuit like Mirage Crossing, that's definitely going to be in favor of them. Nice and easy. Keep it turned in. Still a little bit of an understeer going around some of the badly cambered sections. Alright, up onto the dunes now. A little bit lower traction, but it's going to be a higher speed section. Keep the car nice and straight. Try to get it in right nice in the grooves. Full speed ahead now. This is where the Evo is going to really kind of begin catching us up just a little bit, little by little. Alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. Yeah, you can see on the top left the distance between us and them. It's slowly ticking down. A little bit of brakes, a little bit of e-brake as well, getting the car nice and turned in on the kind of sweepers. A little bit of slide here. We're still on the dunes, so it's a very, very low grip surface here. Oh, we got one more corner and a fairly heavy acceleration zone. Come on, get it out of there. Full speed ahead. It's gonna be tough, especially with the uphill. They're gonna gain a lot of ground on us on this uphill. Try to cut it short. Come on, give me the power. There we go. Very nice. That was much closer than it needed to be. Made a little bit of a mistake there, coming out of one of the sweepers. Got a little bit too early on the throttle. We didn't get the Mitsubishi Pajero. There'll be plenty of time to unlock that one as we're upgrading our vehicle. Let's lighten it up just a little bit more. Our Nissan pickup rally car, kind of based off of what looks to be the Nissan Titan, maybe? Either Nissan Titan or the Nissan Frontier, so it's a bit hard to tell. Alright, we have the Mirage Crossing, or we have Edge of the Road. Do Edge of the Road. Do this one. Another kind of very, very off-roady circuit, but this one's an actual circuit, not a point-to-point. So it's going to be a little bit more, a bit longer, but more tight, more technical. This may benefit us just a little bit more. Oh, the Pajero Evo got a little bit better launch than us. We do have the inside for the first corner, and then they're going to have the inside for this longer sweeper corner on here. Ooh, and they're also going to have a little bit of an advantage. Nope, never mind. We managed to pull ahead. Very nice, very, very nice. All right, now for a very, very tight, almost kind of sort of looping corner. Very, very tight left-hander that kind of goes into a very deep dip, going under the track now, as the track kind of loops in on itself. With the car nice and turned in. Still quite a bit of understeer. I'm going to have to adjust that just a little bit more with the toe angle for some of the very, very tight, very, very, very difficult hairpin corners. Yeah, I'm going to definitely need to adjust the toe angle. It does not want to do low speed cornering. That's going to make things difficult for this track because there is a whole bunch of low speed corners. In our cross country, our rally raid truck. Nice and easy, nice and easy. So far, we haven't had any contact with the car or the walls. No off-course excursions. Very, very nice. Let's keep that up. Let's do a full clean race. Over the jump, a little bit of air time there. Alright, now onto the brakes. Slowly get the car turned in. Back again to the right. Come on. Oh man, it's still fighting me on the tight corners. It definitely does not like those tight corners. This truck was kind of designed to sort of race on the dunes, race in very, very wide open areas. This sort of tighter technical circuit is very, very painful for it. It's got lots of grip though. I haven't been breaking traction at all. It's got plenty of grip. Alright, through the looping corner again, nice and easy. Slowly get back onto the accelerator. You don't wanna get too greedy with the throttle because the car will just jump to the outside of the track and understeer like crazy. Slow acceleration. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely open up, especially I'm gonna open up the front differential just a little bit more. Kind of get it to act just a little bit more like a rear-wheel drive car under heavy cornering like this. Ooh, almost had a collision with the wall there. Almost. Whole lot of spare tires and everything right on the rear of our vehicle, as well as sort of a additional roll cage, additional chassis strengthening. Very, very nice. I love the sort of trophy trucks and that type of stuff. Trophy trucks, stadium trucks, always really, really cool. I love, there's a racing series, and granted it's mostly tarmac now, which is unfortunate because they used to also race on dirt a lot. But there's a racing series called the Stadium Super Truck Series. It's in the US and it's also in Australia. And they post, they post their videos up on YouTube and everything. They're really, really short, kind of like 20-ish minute races. But the trucks, they're racing on like paved circuits and they're going over these huge jumps and everything. And it's just super cool to watch. Alright, nice and easy through the very, very tight hairpin. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, easy. We're still pulling away from that Mitsubishi Pajero. But, yeah, this is a little bit difficult. Just trying to keep it off the wall. We got 2 more laps to go. Very, very long laps here. We got another like 5 minutes of this race. Very, 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 very low speed corners. Very, very technical track. The track itself isn't all that long. It's just, it takes a long time to get through just because of all the corners being so low speed. So you're kind of, really kind of inching your way through the course. Into the cave now. Oh, this doesn't want to turn in. Come on. Turn in, please. Ooh, please. Turn in. Turn in. There we go. Thankfully, we're still pulling away from the Mitsubishi Pajero. Because all the issues we're having, they're having even more so. Because the Pajero is a bit heavier. And they probably haven't done any settings to the vehicle to make it more maneuverable. We've done that a little bit, but not quite enough to really kind of get it maneuverable around the very tight, very technical hairpins. So that gives us a little bit more of an advantage. Ooh, easy through here. come on. Get around the corner. Yeah, after this race, I definitely need to adjust some settings, get the car a little bit more maneuverable on the low speed corners. At higher speed, it's not bad, but on the low speed corners, oh, it is truly giving us just a little bit of difficulty. One more lap to go. A little bit faster here than last time around. Try to go just a little bit faster than previous time as well. We got this. We've got this. Ooh, almost had a collision with the wall there. That would have ruined the perfect race, the super clean race. A little tap of the e-brake as well, get the car nice and turned in. Oh, come on now. Nice and easy. Oh, come on. Halfway through the final lap. This is definitely being a little bit of a slog here. Car itself just not quite being nice to us. Gorgeous scenery though. I mean, for its time, you know, a lot of kind of waterfalls, a lot of very, very interesting set pieces. They definitely did rally games. Oh, sorry. They definitely did rally stages and off-road circuits in this game a lot better than it did in Gran Turismo, specifically Gran Turismo 4. A lot of racetracks, a lot of the rally stages in Gran Turismo 4, I think were kind of not that great to race on. Some of them still look really, really nice, but then you have some like Ice Arena, which really wasn't all that great because it was very, very tight. It was impossible to pass on that one, and there wasn't really anything nice in the scenery either. You're just kind of like on an ice shelf somewhere with a very, very kind of shoveled out course. Which wasn't all that fun. Tahiti Maze though, Tahiti Maze will always be one of my favorite rally tracks in Gran Turismo. Tahiti Maze was so good. Totally not biased because I love a lot of like tropical islands and all that stuff, and the all the different sort of tropical scenery. Not biased at all. Really? Again? Okay. Dang. That's fine. That's fine. Ouch. Alright, ranking number has increased just a little bit. That's good. Oh gosh, our vehicle's already at level 4. Nice. Alright, let's adjust some settings just a little bit. Let's open up the front differential just a little bit more. Little bit more toe. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, what options do we have available? Ooh, Mystic Caveway. Yes, let's do it. I love Mystic Caveway. Mystic Caveway is one of my favorite off-road tracks in the game. Very, very nice. Just because it's genuinely really, really scenic. And also because you don't really get to see it in the higher level races all that much. Which is unfortunate. I don't like the fact in this game that certain tracks are sort of relegated to certain levels of certain levels of racing. Obviously, someone like the Nürburgring shouldn't be raced on by the novice class. But what I think is that as you go through and as you go up to the higher ranking races, it should just add to the number of tracks it can take part on, as opposed to just swapping some out for others. That way, in the higher ranking races, you can race on all kinds of tracks, everything from the fairly simplistic Rev City to the Nordschleife to Low End Searing to Mystic Caveway. and have all of those be different options you can do. But unfortunately, that's not currently the case. If I were ever sort of going back in time and redesigning the game or getting in contact with the game developers, that's one thing I would tell them to do. So I think that would definitely add to sort of the longevity of the game, because it allows the players to kind of not only enjoy the tracks and everything that the developers spent a lot of time creating and enjoy more of them more frequently, but then it also kind of gives more variety in what the players will be racing on. Especially because, as much as I love Tsukuba shows up way too much in the higher ranking races, and I don't. It is a little bit annoying in that regards. But no, this track is absolutely gorgeous with the cave formations and everything, and the various lighting, all very, very nice. It just kind of has sort of a wild, fantastical appeal to it. And the track itself, the laps are very, very quick as well, which kind of adds to the fun factor of getting to see a lot of the different set pieces and everything. Especially this sort of like waterfall in the cave river right there. Really, really cool. Ooh, nice and easy, nice and easy. A lot of very kind of tight technical corners here as well, but still very, very nice. Oh, hi there. The cat has joined the stream. Little Bunsy Bean. She is now kind of resting just to the right of me. I'll be sure not to yell or anything like that, just to kind of, I don't want to startle her. She's a good little bean. Nice little soft kitty. For some reason, she has taken to sleeping in my laptop bag when it is empty. So, my laptop bag, what I used to take my laptop and everything to work, with my day job and everything. When the laptop is out of the bag, she just kind of sits on it and just kind of uses that as a cat bed. She's got a cat bed. She's got a cat bed herself. She uses everything but the cat bed. She'll sleep on the couch. She'll sleep on the chair, she'll sleep under the chair, she'll sleep on the bed, like the actual human bed, and she'll sleep under the human bed. Cat bed? That's literally right next to the human bed? No. Nope. We even tried putting the cat bed under the human bed. No, she would sleep right next to the cat bed. Very rarely will she sleep in the actual cat bed. The most times she likes sleeping where humans have been, and humans can't exactly sleep in the cat bed to make it smell like human. But yeah, both my laptop bag and the my wife's laptop bag as well. She likes sleeping on because it's still somewhat soft, and it's something we carry around all day for our day job, so it is it probably smells like us as well, which probably comforts her quite a bit. She's a good little bean, but she's very very attached. She's very friendly as well. So any humans, anytime we get a visitor, within a couple of seconds she's like, oh hi. person, hi there. Can I sit on you? And she'll go up and she'll like just chill on their lap the entire time they're visiting. Which is perfectly fine if you know that person likes cats and everything. But it's definitely difficult to explain to her if the person is allergic or does not like little furry beans. Because my poor dad, I love my dad. He's great. But my dad, he loves cats, but he's also very, very allergic to cats. So it's always kind of difficult when he comes over to visit, because you know she'll be right up there. You know, he'll sit down on the couch, and you know he'll be fine for the most part. But like after yeah, he'll sit down on the couch. And like within like, you know, a couple minutes, she's like, "Oh, hi. Let me rub up against you. Let me cover you in cat fur." And no matter how much we brush her and clean her and everything, there's always cat fur. And we gotta make sure we always kind of really keep the house clean as well. Kind of help mitigate that. But even then, you know, she'll kind of be up right up on my dad. You know, kind of laying next to her, laying on my dad and everything. And you know, he's friendly enough. You know, he'll pet her and all that, but after a little bit, he's like, "Okay, you got to take her somewhere else. I'm starting to have, you know, my allergies starting to act up just a bit," and he's got really bad cat allergies. So, trying to explain that to the cat though is an exercise in futility. So we kind of put her up in the bedroom and keep her there for a little bit while certain guests are over that can't be around her too much. Other guests though, she absolutely loves, and the guests love her as well. So, like my little sister, when she visits, you know, she absolutely loves cats, and cats absolutely love her. So she spends more time playing with the cat than I either talk with myself or my wife. But that's fine. She has fun. Cat has fun too. And the little bean's looking up at me now. She's like, "Hey, my ears are burning. Why are you talking about me? Why are you talking about me to the other humans?" Ooh, easy. Very, very tight corners there. That definitely compromised my line. That's gonna slow me down quite a bit for this section. Alright, there we go. One more lap to go. Yeah, that was a much slower lap. Come on, nice and easy through the very tight corners. Still does not quite like me going through those. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. Alright, final couple of corners. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Decent race. Got a decent race there. Hopefully we can actually win the Mitsubishi Pajero this time. Please, game. Be nice. Be nice. This is the third time we've raced against it. Let us actually win it. Come on. 50-50 shot. Awesome, finally. And there it is, the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. Very, very nice. Definitely a name that needed to be changed to Montero in Spanish-speaking countries because Pajero is slang for someone who engages in self-love. Very nice. There we go. Got another batch of points. All right. Vehicle's now up to level 5. Ooh, edge of the road challenge or cross country or Mirage. Let's do Mirage Crossing. Back to the desert. I love the desert races because it's very, very high speed, kind of reminiscent of actual like rally raids and stuff. Really, really cool, and the atmosphere is all super cool. Because you're seeing all sort of the cars and the makeshift paddocks and everything getting set up, both at the start and finish line. All the people. Really, really cool. Very, very nice in our racing truck. Come on, be nice to us. A little bit more turn in, please. Oh, it's still got just a little bit of understeer. Gotta watch that. Nice and easy, go in the tighter corners. Make sure we don't cut it too tight. Make sure we don't. We want to make sure we stay within the red and blue signs. Just because if we go outside of that, the car does get permanently stuck. And then it's a DNF. We completely fail the race. We come in last, which is not good for our points, not good for our ranking. It is the only time we can inadvertently DNF is if that happens to us. Any other time you have to choose to DNF. This is the only time the game will automatically DNF you if you go outside of these signs. Alright, going to the brakes now. Very, very nice. The car nice and straightened up into the next corner. Sharp left. Triple caution, medium left. Samir, you were braking the car. Alright, back again to the right. And then a very, very heavy acceleration zone. Oh gosh. Understeer. Come on, pull away from the Pajero. Oh, it's got a little bit more power than us. We can pull away. We can pull away up on the hill. Very good. There we go. There we go. Ah, very nice. Boom. Cars level up again. Thankfully, the rally raid cars level up very quickly. It's now up to level 6. About halfway there. Getting close to leveling this up to its max level. And then we can switch back to a compact car for the next one. That's going to be fun. Going back to the very, very slow, very tricky compact cars. Let's do another round at Mirage Crossing. Yeah, unfortunately, there's only 2 rally raid cars. That does make things just a little bit difficult for us. Trying to push through it. I wish it would allow us to race on some of the other rally stages in the game with these. But again, the game is a little bit excessively limiting for certain vehicles and for certain tracks and stuff. So we could easily race on some of the other rally racing stages like Wintertraum, you know, in the snow and everything. Very easily suit these vehicles. Or you know, some of the other duels, like Marco Strada, you know, in the rain, where that one's a duel. That could very easily be done with these vehicles, or at the very least with the rally cars, but you can't do it with either of them, which is strange. So that would genuinely be kind of cool and reminiscent of sort of like an actual sort of super special stage event in an actual sort of in an actual sort of rally. This is nice because it's very, very easy points for us. Helps us level up the car very, very quickly and basically under 2 minutes a level. Very nice, very smooth through here. Alright, onto the dunes now. High speed section. Let's see just how fast we can get the car going. Over the jump. A little bit of airtime there. Probably a great photo opportunity. Alright, onto the brakes. Final couple of corners now. Very, very quick track this is. Point to point, across the desert. Back again to the left. Nice and easy, get the car turned in. Alright, sort of almost hairpin right-hand turn here. Nice and turned in. There we go. Through the water. On the uphill now. Here we go. Very nice, very nice. And across the line. Boom. I love how when the AI takes over your car, it doesn't slow down enough for the wall. Nice. Level 8. 2 more levels to go. Very, very nice. Our ranking number is staying steady. Our ranking points are staying steady. Very good. Very, very good. Alright, now let's do another Mystic Caveway event. 8-lap race, 8 miles. We got this. That truck is very, very maneuverable, very lightweight now. It should be much better going through here. 2, 1, go. Full speed ahead. It does have the advantage on the inside there. A little bit of a bump there. Ooh, easy. Oh, it's got the advantage now. That Pajero. Come on now. Be nice to me. Oh man, we're rubbing right up against each other. Very, very tight through here. Very, very close head-to-head combat. Head-to-head vehicular combat. There we go. Much faster now. Carry momentum out of the cave. Onto the start-finish straight for the first time. Across the line. Here we go. The car nice and steady through here. Use the e-brake to help a little bit with turn in for this tight hairpin. Very, very tricky with the much heavier Nissan truck. Alright, through the S-curves. Into another sort of set of double hairpins. A little bit too much e-brake there. Trying to get the car nice and turned in. Man, it's very Very, very tricky. The vehicle itself is very heavy, very large. It's got lots of grip, but it's got a little bit of understeer, and I've got quite a bit of toe set up for the vehicle to take the tighter corners, but it's still just a little bit understeer on those very tight corners. Now there's a much dirtier lap, a lot of wall collisions there, which will affect our rate at which we can upgrade our vehicle. We have 2 more levels up before this vehicle is fully upgraded. 14, 15, yeah, not the best lap time. We can go a little bit faster than that. Alright, get it turned in. Nice and easy, there we go. Perfect use of the e-brake there, get it nice and spun around. Trying to balance the clutch, the e-brake, gas, brakes, and shifting and everything. Oh boy. Hey, look, tried to carry a little bit too much speed through that corner. I tried to slide just a little bit too much. But the car rotated right around. That's going to cost us a lead, or at very least to make us have to really kind of work to secure it again. Nice and easy around this sort of sweeper right-hander. Very, very late apex. There we go. Now let's work our way back out of the cave. Another little love tap on the wall. Gotta love how, despite these sort of mesh walls, you know, kind of almost sort of put up as a courtesy, basically saying, hey, this is a track, don't go past it. They're still quite stronger than unobtainium. No matter how fast you go, you cannot burst through them, you cannot damage them. They are indestructible, insurmountable waist-height fences. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Back again to the left. Oh dear. That was very had a lot of oversteer there. Had lots of oversteer. Alright, come on. 4 more laps to go. Halfway through this. Let's try to keep the rest of the race clean. Car nice and turned round. Much better there. Much better. See if we can't get under 114 around this track. If we can minimize time loss around these very tight corners here, I think we can definitely do a lot better. Back again to the left. A little bit of e-brake, the car nice and turned in. Alright, late apex. There we go. Alright, coming out of the cave. Got 14 seconds to the line. Only one corner and a decent length straightaway. Ah, we buggered it. Okay, that's fine. Still, we know we can definitely go faster because it's 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, despite that mistake, it's 113. So yeah, the e-brake is definitely key to getting around the tighter corners. We can go even faster than that, I think. Alright, not bad through there. Alright, keep the car nice and steady, nice and steady. The car turned in for these 2 hairpins here, back again to the left. ran out just a little bit wide there. Couldn't get the car quite turned in for the corner early enough. Had to really yank the e-brake, which cost us a little bit of speed. Alright, easy. Back again to the left. We've got this, we've got this. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, much faster. There we go. That's an entire 2 seconds we were giving up throughout the entire course. Nice and turned in. There we go. Yeah, e-brakes are very, very useful for... Oh gosh. Not that. Bump. Oh gosh, I'm like Austin Powers right now. I'm like Austin Powers stuck in the hallway. Going forwards, going backwards, bumping into the walls both ways. Oh, that's dreadful. Just when I start thinking I've got this all sorted out, I completely make a very, very smooth brain move like that. See, this is why I say automotive enthusiast first on my profile and virtual racing driver kind of second. It's also why my Oshi mark on Twitter is the rookie, the newbie driver mark. Because I am very much a newbie driver. I have occasional flashes of brilliance followed by my brain deciding to bring the average back down to just below par. Easy, back again to the left. Alright, final couple of corners. It's a fairly long event, but we've got this. Granted, this is we had a lot of collisions to the walls as well, so probably won't be able to upgrade our car all that much. But we'll probably be able to upgrade it at least once, and that'll allow us to do one more race with our vehicle at near full power. It really doesn't like that corner. A little bit of oversteer there. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that was in the fast lap. It was a little bit quicker, but not great. Yeah, we didn't even level up our vehicle. We had so many collisions there. So we got a decent amount of points. Our ranking's gonna plummet though after this race, because no matter what we do, there's no way we can get that many ranking points. Alright, let's do a Mirage Crossing race. Let's see. Hopefully we can win this. We should be able to win this. Mirage Crossing's one of my better tracks. 2, 1, let's roll. Into an early lead, that's good. Corner's nice and tight. Very smooth through here. Thankfully, the Mirage Crossing is a very, very wide course, so we don't have to worry too much about going off course and having issues. We do need to be careful though. because any major slip-ups and we can still get stuck and have our race completely ruined for us. Oh, easy. Get around the turn. Get around the turn, please. Thank you. We're kicking up lots of dust behind us. So much dust. Through the desert. Nice and easy through here. Very good. Very nice. Alright, back again to the left. Car nice and turned in. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Alright, there we go. Final straight. Here we go. Hopefully this is enough to fully upgrade our vehicle so we can go back to racing street cars. Racing street cars of desire and less desire. Cross the line. There we go. Very nice. The car nice and slow down before the gates. There we go. Perfect. Oh, is that enough to level it up? Hopefully that's enough to level it up. Not quite. We need one more race. We need one more race. Okay, that's fine. The tires are now fully upgraded. Oh, our ranking has definitely decreased though. That's unfortunate. That's fine. That's fine. One more race with this. One more race with the Nissan pickup. Let's just do it on Mirage Crossing. I'm getting a little bit tired of only having two options to do these races on. Three, two, one. Come on, nice and easy. Up past the Mitsubishi Pajero for the last time. Alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. Through the dunes, past all the rock formations and everything. I love kind of hearing the engine just subtly backfiring a little bit every time we shift. Very, very nice. Nice little subtle detail that the engine is near fully tuned. Nice little pops, little clicks. Little pops and bangs. Alright, onto the high speed straight now. Full speed ahead. Over 100 miles an hour over the jump. Very nice. Up to almost 130 on the dunes. Got to 130 on the dunes. Very, very nice. Get the car nice and turned in. Final couple of corners. It feels weird kind of racing on a bunch of desert, very, very warm tracks when it's absolutely freezing outside. Alright, get the car nice and turned in. Alright, final straight, up the hill. Full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. Very nice, very nice. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, easy. And there we go, across the line. Very nice, very, very nice. And bumping into the wall for good measure. There we go, that should be enough to fully level up our vehicle. Level 10. Very nice. Alright, now let's change our vehicle. Now for a compact segment car. Back to some of the slower vehicles. Now we got five different choices, so give me a second. Alright. Min 1, Max 5. 1 is the Nissan March, 5 is the Honda City Turbo. And anything in between that's not level 10 is what we pick. 1. Wow. Really? It just wants me to pick the first one each time. That's fine. There we go. Alright. So we're picking the Nissan March. That's fine. Let's see what colors we have available for it. We have Paprika Orange Metallic, Fresh Olive Metallic, Aqua Blue Titanium Pearl Metallic. So many colors. Luminous Red Metallic, Chocolate Pearl Metallic. That's actually sounds kind of nice. Beans. Beans. White Pearl. White. Opal Lavender Titanium Metallic, Diamond Silver Metallic, Crystal Blue Metallic, Super Black. Whole bunch of really cool names and everything. And then we have beans. We're going with beans. Alright, our ranking number is decreased, that's fine. But we have a beans colored car. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Alright, let's lower the front just a little bit. Stiffen up the rear. Stiffen up the suspension just a little bit. The car nice and tuned up. Way towards acceleration. Give it just a little bit of front lock. There we go. Alright, let's join a race in our beans colored Nissan March. Okay. Nothing in R1 is anything we can be competitive in. Or R2. Guess R3? Jeez, this is pretty bad. Sure, let's do the intermediate match. We'll be up against another Nissan March. 101 March, the March brothers dueling up against each other. But is that car color beans? No, it is not. We have the superior color. I believe in bean supremacy. And since we're using the semi-automatic transmission, we don't have to worry about using a clutch. It's just push button shift. Oh, I love Marco Strada at night with all the lights and everything. Absolutely gorgeous. I wish this was used in more events. It looks so nice. Like, despite the somewhat dated graphics, it still looks very, very gorgeous in the wet and in the night with all the lights reflecting off everything. Very kind of relaxing looking. Like you just kind of sit out on your balcony if it's a covered balcony. Just kind of watch the cars go by, listen to the rain fall onto the rooftops. Very, very nice. I wish this was a rally stage in this game as well, with a rally cars race on it. But unfortunately it's not. This Marco Strada in general is a very underutilized racetrack that should be used in much more of the higher end events. So it's a very, very fun course. And it's got a little bit of trickiness to it as well. very, very gorgeous, beautiful scenery as well. Maybe even when I bump up against the wall. Gotta watch ourselves. It is front-wheel drive, this car. We've kind of gotten used to driving a lot of rear-wheel drive cars. So we kind of need to kind of change gears a little bit, kind of get ourselves to, used to driving front-wheel drive vehicles, how they respond to acceleration, how they respond to braking, how you kind of set them up and everything. Lap 2 is complete. We're into lap 3 now. Yeah, we've pulled away from the rival march. We're marching away from our rivals. Nice and easy, get it around the corners. It is very wet, and we are in a completely unupgraded car, so we gotta watch ourselves, make sure we don't slide too much, make sure we don't understeer too much. Alright. 3 more to go. Sorry, 2 more to go. I know how to count. I know how to count, I'm an engineer. Little tap on the wall there. Leave a beans colored scratch along the wall. Very nice. Final lap now. Here we go. Final lap. Nice and smooth. Keep it nice and steady. We were way ahead of our opponent. Which is good. That means we could probably punch a little bit above this vehicle's weight class. Hopefully. Probably do one more race after this one. Try to kind of push the vehicle a little bit against some tougher opponents. It's gonna be tricky though, because this is a very underpowered vehicle. Not that fast. Not that great handling either. Hopefully with this race, if we can keep the car and keep the race nice and clean, we can get at least 2 upgrades, one to the tires, one to the weight reduction. Get the car nice and keep it nice and get it faster, hopefully. I'd love to have the car faster. Because the upgrades do affect the vehicle by a significant amount, especially the tire upgrades. Tire upgrades are very, very useful. Come on, full upgrade. There we go. Is that enough for 2, or is that just 1? That's just 1, okay. Vehicle's at least a little bit more lightweight, a little bit better acceleration, a little bit better braking. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky, trying to get the points to maintain at least within rank 50. It's gonna be it's gonna be very, very difficult. Alright, what do we have here? We gotta race it low in steering. Some classic vehicles, including a 66 Mustang GT, the Mustang 300 SL, Range Rover, Citroen Saxo, and an Alfa Giulia Sprint. A lot of older vehicles. We might be able to beat them just by having a more modern vehicle with better handling. It's gonna be difficult though. They can try it. Low end steering is one of my better tracks. I can really kind of punch above a vehicle's weight class here. Come on, Beans. A little bit of wheel spin off the line. Got the jet flyover. Alfa Romeo is passing us. Land Rover is passing us. Mustang is passing us. Ooh, come on. Nice and easy. Go on the outside. The AI does not like to carry speed through bank corners, so we can really kind of use that to our advantage, kind of pull away, get a little bit of advantage going into here. All right, onto the brakes now. Down in the second gear. Get the car nice and turned in. Back again to the right. Car did not want to turn there. A lot of understeer. You kind of almost have to get the car almost spun and then accelerate out of that. Very, very difficult to get the car turned in on the tight hairpins. The sweeper corners, though, it handles decently enough. Alright, who's second? Alright, that Range Rover. That's fine. We have a weight advantage on it. Granted, it has a lot of grip, surprisingly, and it has four-wheel drive. So we'll have to be very, very careful. Alright, nice and easy. Oh, please. Get the car turned in. Alright, through the front foot of the Lion. Alright, onto the bridge, here we go. Little tippy tap of the brakes, the car nice and turned in. Oh, got greedy with the throttle. That's gonna slow us down a lot. This car does not have the best tires, but it does not have a whole lot of grip. And it's very, very, very narrow wheels as well. It's basic. You know, it's an economy car. Granted, a really adorable economy car, but an economy car nonetheless. And oh, it's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky here. We can definitely do our vehicle proud. All right, up through Starfish, onto the tail of the Lion. All right, back again to the right. Alright, up through backwards Radion. Here we go. Going downhill. Alright. Right, then left, then right again up at the crest. Watch yourself, the car gets very, very unstable and uphill. There we go. Very, very nice. Oh, that 300 SL is gaining on us rapidly. Car from the 50s versus a somewhat modern car. Oh, you are very, very close. Hi there. I'm gonna let you by because I'm gonna try to pass you on these corners. Maybe get into the slipstream as well. Yeah, it's slowing down a lot on the banking. We can get ahead now. That vehicle itself is a little bit unstable, so we can use that to our advantage through these tighter corners. Really kind of get up into the lead and try to carry a little bit more speed through these corners than it can. Alright, easy back onto the brakes with the car turned in. Ooh. 300 SL versus Nissan March. Definitely a very interesting matchup. One you don't see every day. One's an extremely expensive, extremely gorgeous, high performance Oh, I got the car spun around. That's unfortunate. I tried to carry way too much speed into that corner. Car got a little bit light at the rear, and there wasn't much I could do to save it. Alright, we'll have to really try to gain some positions back. Let's see if we can at least get a podium position out of that. I was trying to just threshold brake right into, trail brake right into the corner. We lost so much time there. So this is a half decent points playing position, finishing fourth, but it could have been so much better. We could have done a lot better here. That was entirely an Isaac mistake moment. All right, nice and easy onto the inside, through Starfish, onto the tail of the Lion. I see the Land Rover up ahead. We might. It's gonna be tough. So Land Rover has a decent amount of grip and a decent amount of stability through, especially the undulating curves, and it's got a decent amount of grunt on the straight. It's gonna be tough. If we had one more lap, we might be able to kind of make up some positions. As of right now, it's going to be very, very difficult. Yeah, that's no way we can do that. Fourth it is. That was disappointing. Oh well, we'll take it in stride. We'll still get a decent amount of points there. Let's see, 6 times 0.2 times 100. That can't be right. It's gotta be a lot more points than that. We still at least get a decent selection of vehicles that we can potentially win. We got the Mustang there. We got the 66 Mustang. That's nice. Very, very nice. Nice specialty vehicle. Very, very nice. We did also get enough points to upgrade our vehicle as well, which means we can come out swinging next time around. Nice, a little bit of power as well. Oh, 264 points. Yeah, we need to do a lot better next time around. I don't want to end the stream like that. Maybe one more race. I don't want to end the stream with such a bad taste in my mouth. Pacific Challenge. Let's see here. That's pushing it just a little bit. Then again, we got a decent shot. Why not? One more race. Pacific Gateway in the little Nissan March. One more race. Just to try to have something go away. We've got this. I'm not gonna end the stream after an embarrassing race like that. Alright, pull ahead. I got that Volkswagen Touareg coming up right behind us, the V6 Touareg. Sorry, V8 Touareg. But we're lighter than it, we're more maneuverable than it. We can get through this corner much faster. Alright. Come to the brakes, the car turned in. Alright, this is where we're going to end up losing a lot of positions on the uphill. The Nissan March is not a powerful vehicle. That Nissan Skyline. The Nissan Skyline sedan, the Infiniti G35 sedan, is pulling away now. That's fine. We have the entire rest of the lap. to get that place back, or at the very least kind of give it a run for its money. On the downhill section now. Full speed ahead. Carry a lot of speed through that corner. Oh man, brakes on this car do not like me. The brakes are pretty bad on this vehicle. Oh, come on, get it turned in. Thankfully, there's a couple of corners that were very much faster than the AI, so I can really kind of punch above the vehicle's weight class on this track. Downside is that that uphill section really kind of makes this a power track as well, or at least an acceleration-based track. If you can get a good acceleration up that hill, that really affects your lap time. And if you have a more powerful vehicle, that definitely helps reduce your lap time by a considerable amount on the uphill sections. So we're not too far behind that the Nissan Skyline sedan. We could probably gain a little bit more time through this chicane here. Little tap of the brakes. Couldn't quite get it turned in enough. The vehicle is a little bit unsteady on the brakes. I think I have a little bit too much rake. Trying to get it to turn in a little bit too much on the higher speed corners, which is causing some instability. Oh, it's so slow on the uphill. So we're well ahead of the rest of the pack. We can definitely get quite a bit of points here. Car nice and turned in. Take a little cut off of the curbs there. Easy. Come on. We got to do well in this final race. After the previous race, I need the redemption. Ooh, easy. There we go. Car's just a little bit unsteady. I definitely need to do some adjustments before the start of the next stream when we stream this game. Alright. A little over braking here. Car does not. Alright, we're definitely trying to take that chicane way too fast. We need to slow down just a little bit there. We're being way too aggressive with that chicane. Because we gotta kind of set ourselves up for the corner that's just behind it. Aww. Oh, tippy tap of the wall there. Alright. Final lap, here we go. On the uphill for the final time this stream. Oh, the little inline 4-cylinder engine of this Nissan March is struggling hard getting us up here. Come on. Come on, little bean. Come on, little bean. Back again to the left. Cut over the curb just a little bit to kind of shave like half a second off. We're well ahead of the rest of the pack though, which is really nice. Nissan 1, 2. Oh gosh. Lock up the brakes. Final couple of corners. Here we go. Solid second place finish. Unless we really mess up now, we'll be fine. Back again to the right. To the left. Alright, out of the suburb section, back into the city. Final couple of corners. Alright, we just got the bus stop chicane now. And then the final right-hander to the finish line. Alright, nice and easy. Here we go. Full speed ahead. Nissan Skyline's just now crossing the start-finish line. Much smoother through that corner. There we go. And across the line for ourselves. Very good. Very, very nice. Alright, let's see what our final, we unlock a final vehicle. Oh, we got the Volkswagen Touareg. Nice. Nice SUV. Be fun to race. Very, very good off the line. Very, very torquey V8. We level up as well. We level up our vehicle. Make it just a little bit lighter. Very nice. One of the bright sides is the slower the vehicle is, the quicker they are to upgrade. We got plenty of points. There we go. That's exactly what we needed. And with that being said, we're probably gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, do be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you dislike the video, do be sure to leave a dislike. Let me know what I'm doing wrong so I can fix that in the future. I'm probably not going to be streaming the next couple of days with it being, over the holidays. I know I will be streaming back again on Tuesday with some more Lego Racers, but probably over this weekend and Monday as well. I'm probably not going to be streaming just because I'm going to be visiting family and everything during that time period. Yeah, I'll definitely be sure. Provided I'm not taken from this earth, I'll be sure to be streaming again on Tuesday. Regardless though, thank you all so much for watching. I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, I do hope it is a great time, and I will see you all in the next stream. Take care, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, all that fun stuff. See ya! Bye!